Mature or immature, doesn't matter.
Run down all the time? Do you have trouble sleeping and even more trouble waking up? Are you unable to motivate yourself to perform even the simplest of tasks? Do you often catch yourself thinking about death and your own mortality? Do you feel constantly overwhelmed by all your responsibilities and obligations? Do you eat out of pure boredom because the things you once loved no longer excite you? Are you tired at the end of the day even though all you did was sit at a desk for 7 hours straight? Do you have to use the candle on the table at restaurants because it's always too dark to read the menu? Does your ankle just hurt sometimes for no reason whatsoever? Does your idea of a fun night consist of playing German board games and going to bed at 10? Do you avoid looking at the news because you know it'll make you sad? Do you get angry just knowing that there are teenagers on Vine who have made more money in the past 2 years than you will in your entire life? Do you enjoy drinking a beer right after getting home from work just a little too much? If you answered yes to even one of those questions, chances are you might have adulthood, a serious condition that affects 7 billion people 18 and older worldwide. And there's no fucking cure!
Hey, I'm Murph from College Humor. If you like that video, click here to subscribe and click here to see more sketches. Yeah, they're sketches, not skits. And I'm a pretentious dickhead.
1, I like money. 2, I like greed. 3, I like posting on my Twitter feed about the dishonest press and their fake news. I could say anything because there's 140 character views. Things like CBS and NBC, otherwise known as the enemy, the New York Times and CNN. You can only trust Fox News and friends, don't you? Listen to their all fake news. You can do anything but get off of their all fake news. Attacks in Sweden and in Bowling Green. I got more electoral votes than anyone's ever seen. I'll squash anyone who says it's not true. And if you're disabled, then I'll mock you too. Trust me, and not those dirty gumshoe hacks. Cause I never lie, I just say a few alternative facts. I'm fully divested while my company earns. There's nothing to see on my tax returns. I'm no racist, I love blacks and Jews. If they say different, I'll just yell fake news. Don't you listen to their all fake news. You can do anything but get off of their all fake news.
I want you all to know that we are fighting the fake news. It's fake, phony, fake. A few days ago, I called the fake news the enemy of the people, and they are. They are the enemy of the people. They are the enemy of the people. Fake, phony, fake, fake, phony, fake.
But there's all these drugs. Zoloft, Prozac. I want to have one drug encompassing it all. Call it fuck it all. I don't feel anything. I don't want to do anything. Fuck it all. The closest thing to a coma you'll ever be. Fuck it all. I'm sitting here in my own dung. Fuck it all. But the scary thing about drugs like that is they always have some horrible side effect, like may cause artificial insemination. What? What do you mean? Like there's a product called Olestra, which is a very strange thing. Olestra? What is that? Bill, it said on the little side of the chips, it said may cause anal leakage. That's not a side effect. If my ass is going... I think that's an effect, really. I think if it's fire in the hole, bad day. If you're going, how you doing, Bob? Oh, just a little anal leakage, Ted. Bob, you want to get out of the pool right now?
I was always a little skeptical about things on the internet.
I'd tried other dating sites before, but all of that self-examination was exhausting.
When you're swiping left and right, you're not thinking about who you really are or what you want out of life.
This isn't about finding the one.
No, it's about finding anyone who's willing.
At Tinder, we use a scientific system to help you find someone who's just looking to fuck.
Sure, we've had our off moments, but for the first time in a while, I found someone I can bone and never speak to again.
Tinder makes it easy.
And fun. Oh.
Other dating sites ask you all these questions about your personality. At Tinder, we're on a binary scale. We just show you a couple pictures and ask, would you hit it?
Yes, yes, yes.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess. Who I found on Tinder was exactly the person I was looking for. Not on the mouth.
I don't think anyone should ever give up on finding the perfect one-night stand.
You never know what the next person you swipe might let you do to them.
On Tinder, whether you're a completely average person or a terrifying child molester, we'll find someone to boink you.
Go get some sex with Tinder. Now only 20% prostitutes.
Wow! You took a really flattering picture.
Thank you.
Nope. If I was drunk, maybe. Which I am, so yes.
Oh! Hello, Moses. Click here to subscribe. Oh, that's definitely dick pics. He's for sure circumcised. Oh, and that beard. I could knit me a sweater with that beard. You could part my Red Sea.
I farted again. I made people leave. Offended my friends. Oh baby, I just gave it a push. But I didn't know it was that serious. I could knock down wild horses, but it smells so fragrant to me. Oh baby, baby, I'm breaking some wind. I ripped a big fall. I feel so ashamed. Oh baby, baby, please don't think I'm a whore. I swear it's the dog. He's got that flatulence.
Brittany, before you go on stage, there's something I want you to have.
Oh, it's beautiful, but wait a minute, isn't this...
Yes, it is. Gas X and Beano. Went down to the pharmacy to get it for you.
Oh, you shouldn't have.
I had no choice, baby.
I got it again. But you stripped apart. There's no one to blame. Oh, baby, baby. There's a sulfurous gas. It's in my ass. I've got that tattoo dance.
Live from the Raw Talk Studios in Southwest Florida, it's the Charles Richardson Show.
All right, so we're going to try something different here because this is actually, it's a little weird because I've actually been listening to replays of our show and everything like that.
Okay.
And I'm over here, I'm listening when I go to break. There's like a massive repetitive, like literally you're hearing this at the same time. I'm going to try to see if I can match it up. But it's like you're hearing this.
Okay.
And it's only for the time when I go ahead and lock in the mic on the program versus, so you know what, I'm just going to have the mic completely on and the mute buttons will just have to be how I turn the mics off and everything like that. So it's kind of weird. I have all these programs running here and I used to go ahead and just do the full on-air thing, but it's whatever. We're just going to do everything full-blown like this and just have to control the volume right here until I can like fade it out and stuff like that. So
All right.
yeah, we'll see how it works out. I mean, so far it sounds all right, but Who knows? We'll find out a little later here. So anyway, 813-699-5353. Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday. A very quick update. There will not be a show Friday. That decision's kind of been made already a couple of weeks already. So I apologize for the late announcement. It just slipped my mind. It's not that I don't care. I do. But it's just, sorry. More or less. But,
sorry, not sorry.
Yes, well, yeah, I'm the Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Sorry, not sorry. So anyway, we're going to close out the week this week, and then we're off to Disney. We're off to Disney on Friday morning. That's right. We're getting the fuck out of here. We're getting the hell out of here. That's right.
I get my puppy love.
Yes, I want to thank you very much for Karen to share the love, so to speak. And I will be paying you. I'm not sure how much, but I will be paying you. We'll come to that. We'll come to that.
Puppy love.
We'll come to that disagreement later. David says I don't care. So okay, David, whatever. Listen, I know how much you care because apparently you're watching this and
he's
not
listening,
on.
Right?
He's not here. So what's the deal with that? Oh, is he working?
Are you
apparently not.
Well, yeah. Are you laying under your truck listening to the show?
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Because he's working at his truck today. Well, his and he's helping our son because the rear end went out in our son's truck.
Brian's in the house from Idaho. Of course, Tony D's in there. Let me tell you about a new product that produces big balls, and I'm just going to leave it there. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know what produces big balls. I don't want to know.
Okay.
It's
matzo ball soup produces big balls.
Well, meatballs produce big balls.
Well, that's true, but these actually don't. They start out like smaller than a golf ball.
Are you really trying to go ahead and tell me what's producing big balls?
Yes, and they get like ginormous as they cook.
So, Karen, I'm actually going to ask you a serious question.
Uh-oh.
What'd you say about blood clots being how they feel?
Like Charlie horses in your leg.
Sure.
Pull your toes backwards, like your foot backwards.
Yeah.
Like have you done excessive walking though?
No. That's the thing. And my legs start swelling up a little bit. I mean, it went down, but it starts swelling up.
Yeah, well, keep an eye on it. Don't let it go too long.
Anyway, so I'm paranoid about that now. Great. I mean, I had one on my right leg, and that one's fine. I think I was just sitting down in a weird position, but
maybe.
See, I knew it. I knew this. It was just outside the 2 weeks. Just outside the 2 weeks of doing the J&J. And that's it. I'm going to lose my legs.
Well, you're not going to lose your legs.
No.
And is it in the calf?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so just to make you feel a little bit better, if it is in the calf and it is a blood clot, the likelihood of it actually going to your lungs or heart is very slim.
Great! But I won't be able to walk anymore unless with prosthetic.
I've had over 30 clots in my right leg and I'm still walking.
Well, I don't know what to say to that except here's Tony on the phone. What's up, Tony?
Listen, stop being a hypochondriac.
I am. I'm sorry.
Counsel him.
We've had this conversation. You say that you start. I swear to God, if you start Dr. Google and everything, I'm going to smack you in the back of the head.
No, it's WebMD. I know not to do. Okay, it's WebMD. Leave me alone.
All right. Well, stop.
Karen, do me a favor.
Stop before it gets started.
Do me a favor.
Now,
Listen.
now, let me tell you about a product that produces big balls.
Oh God.
It's a bacteria known as genocide. It's a bacteria that's in your gut that is now in pill form that you take to produce bigger testicles. It's real. It's been proven. Why people are taking it, I don't know. But it produces big sacs, fat sacs. And I'm letting you know right now.
Why?
We're all going to take it.
Why?
We're all going to take it. Why?
Why? Why do I need big balls?
Why wouldn't you want a fat sack?
Number one, because you realize when you sit down to take a shit, listen, I fill my bowl pretty good. I don't want my balls dipping in freaking chocolate. Okay, if you know what I mean. I don't need that. I don't need that. So stop,
dude. This is a good problem. This is a good problem.
I don't want that.
Does it make you go?
Remember when we were talking about like walking into the bedroom with a robe, and Luther Vandross is on, and you unleash a robe, and you just got a fat sack staring at you.
David wants to know, does it make you go more? David, the other co-host of the show, who's obviously got plenty of time to listen in and comment, but not plenty of time to be on the show.
He did ask me if I would pick him up, but I didn't have time to pick him up.
Oh, God.
Because he asked me when I'm on my way.
Let's see.
Karen,
Charles.
fat sack or no fat sack?
Okay, by fat sack, are you saying big balls?
Brian says if you order by midnight tonight, you get a free nut sack sling.
I personally like big balls, but that's because I don't like saggy sacks.
See?
Do you really think I care what she likes? Do you really think? Okay, yeah, I got to get because Karen likes it.
Yeah, it's not me
that's
he
the
has
person
to
I'm
satisfy.
because that's the person I'm sleeping with, right? Not my wife.
Listen,
you really care about what Karen thinks about how big my balls need to be? Come on now.
Yo, just imagine walking in Disney and you're walking in that gate and you're going, I got the biggest balls in this line right now.
You know something, and that's going to cause attention. That's going to cause attention to security. They're going to want to go ahead and scan me, and God forbid, whatever's in my balls sets off the fucking detectors.
What would happen if they couldn't snap the harness on the ride because your balls were too big?
That's what I'm saying. It's like you go ahead and sit down, and those things you have to put all extra carry-on inside this pouch there. So do I put my balls in the pouch? Is that how it works?
Or to one side?
I don't know about one side.
Crush it?
I'm over here thinking if I go on freaking Everest when I'm at Animal Kingdom, that thing goes down pretty fast. Is my balls gonna fly up into my mouth or something like that? I mean, dude, I don't know. There's so many bad things to go on, and then all of a sudden, the one good thing you have is I got the biggest balls here. That's nothing because they're gonna be in my mouth. They're gonna be slammed on.
Like you're standing in line, and you got fucking Matthew next to you, and you're like, you know what? I got the biggest balls right here, right now.
That doesn't do me any good if I have to drag them everywhere. Matthew's probably going to say, you know what? You're right, you do, and I don't really freaking want them.
David said he already sits on his balls and doesn't need
I'd
bigger.
be that guy. I'd be like, yo, dude, you want to see something really fucking cool? You want to see something? Well, what's that? I got the biggest balls in the world.
Why are you telling that person and not shooting it for X videos or you?
Right.
What the fuck, man?
Well, that's where it begins. Listen, if you got a fat sack, you got to show it off to everyone. Everyone, Charles. I mean, there's no one. There's no porn industry that's not going to pick you up. So if you take this pill, just know, in time you're going to be a fashion porn star.
Number
big
one,
ball guy.
Never taken the pill. Not happening. Don't need to know. Thank you. But I don't have nothing for it. I'm sorry.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
In the last 3 minutes, did I just take your mind off of your leg?
Nope. It's still in the back of my mind. You know why? You know why? Because the balls, now I'm worried about having big balls and slamming into my leg.
Oh, jeez.
Okay? Fail.
It's always something, Gary. It's always something. It's always something. Well, stop being a fucking hypochondriac, and just you're fine. You're fine.
I hope so.
I'm gonna go test these pills out, and if I get a fat sack, I'll let you know.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a picture.
Yeah, I would have been on the show tonight, but I got things to do. But I'm listening from the bathtub.
Nope. Yeah, I'm sure you are. All right, man. Hey, I appreciate you calling in, though.
All right, Charles. Well, Karen, you guys have a good night.
You too.
Get out of here, Tony Fat Sack.
Yeah, fat sack.
Bye. All right, Tony D calling in. Wants to go ahead and show off his sack, apparently.
Well, since that's the topic matter we're on.
Yeah. By the way, Harley says, hey, guys, sorry I haven't called in. I was talking to you. Is David working on his truck?
Yeah. I said, yes, he is.
I really hope he is because he's missing the show.
Well, that's what he's supposed to be doing.
Dave says, cut you a hole in your crotch and walk around letting them hang out.
There is a guy on TikTok. He is a legitimate doctor for like erectile dysfunction and penis enlargements and stuff like that. So he calls him the Dick Doc of TikTok.
The Dick Doc of TikTok.
That's his name. Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not kidding you. And he his videos are kind of funny, but it's all about male appendage facts and stuff like that. But they have a product that it's a series of injections, and he guarantees that you will have enlargement depending on what you're wanting, whether you want girth or length.
Whatever happened to this thing called a penile implant? Like where you just squeeze the thing and boom, there you go.
Well, that's just for erection. That's not to actually enlarge you.
Oh.
That just helps keep the erection.
Well, couldn't you couldn't you just go ahead and pump so much in it and, you know what I'm saying? Till it gets bigger?
Somebody would explode. Yeah, they would test the limits.
Yeah, exactly. It's all right. How much fluid can I pump into this shit?
But how much do you think your initial injection is going to cost you?
My house payment? Or excuse me, not my house payment, my house cost?
$5,000.
No, it's not as bad as I thought.
$5,000. That's one injection. And it's a series of like 11.
Is that the copay?
No, that's the whole pay. I don't think insurance is going to, pay for this.
Yeah, I'm going to call my Blue Cross Blue Shield provider. Yeah, hey, listen, do you cover penile injections? No? Can you give me somebody that does? Because I need to see the dick talk of TikTok. That would be
a good phone call to record.
Number one, who in the hell would want to have their dick have a needle put in their dick? That is going to be the most pain. You know what? It's either, here's a good would you rather for guys out there.
I don't know that it goes in the penis. I just know it's an injection.
It's in the penis.
Ow.
Would you rather have a needle in your eye for cataract surgery or a needle in your dick?
Okay, I would take the genitals because I'm very paranoid. Like, I can touch my eyeball. It doesn't bother me. But I don't like other things up in my face. Shut up, David. I don't. It's claustrophobic.
Oh, in 30 seconds he'll type something.
He is.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
I'd rather have the $5,000, Brian says. That wasn't one of the options.
No, it wasn't, but I agree with you. I completely agree. I was just like, this is insane that people would actually pay that kind of money.
You got $5,000 to throw away on getting a dick implant or a dick injection. Are you kidding me?
If I was a guy, I think the only way that I would pay to have that done is if I had a micro penis. Then I might pay. Because
I don't know. Number one, I wouldn't trust it, to be honest with you. Because there's going to be more surgery done to get that micro penis into a regular penis. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true, too.
My swelling's going down, actually.
Good.
I don't have any more pain, but it's sort of like I did have a Charlie horse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And you could have and not have even known it.
It's like $50,000 for you done, and speaking for a friend, so Brian knows firsthand. Just saying.
I just think it's crazy.
He typed it.
I mean, the average, just for a woman to go in and have breast implants
breast surgery,
done,
right?
Yeah, I know for a reduction, my sister was going to go from a double eye to...
What?
Yeah, after she had her second child, I don't know what happened to them, but
apparently they exploded. That's what happened.
They sat on her lap, and I mean, we come from large-breasted women anyway, but she just went overkill, and so she could barely stand up with them, so she wanted to get them decreased, and she was going to go from a double I think, down to a double D, and that was going to cost $7,000.
I got them heavy boobs.
So it's cheaper to have them reduced or an implant than it is for a man to get an injection. Because supposedly one won't do it. He will tell you that. He said one won't do it. It's a series of.
You got to have it all.
So.
I got that. I'm actually doing more testing on volume than anything, but this is funny.
I got them heavy boobs. Heavy boobs.
Yeah.
See, that doesn't work as well.
I know
that doesn't work as well. Whatever.
Equipment.
Let me see here. Let me try this.
Scotty and Tommy.
Yeah, see, it's louder on this one than it is on this deck. I don't get that. That's stupid.
Scotty.
Why does the aux have to be so low?
Oh, Scotty, anyway. Tommy, and my ex-husband. Yeah, they're all sound techs. They'd be able to tell you.
Daddy Fat Sack is here. Tony D says, and Brian acknowledges. What's up, Fat Daddy? I don't think he called Fat Daddy Sack. It was Fat Daddy.
Oh.
Which is other things. You know what I'm saying?
That's true, too.
Yeah, exactly. So I wouldn't call Fat Daddy Sack.
So you've met my son, Scotty.
Of course.
He's fit.
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, he's
fit.
not like ripped or anything,
No,
but he's fit.
He definitely can fit inside my stomach.
He's always complaining because now he has what he calls the dad bod.
What?
Yeah, and I told him,
what was his problem?
Well, you have to understand, he was always extremely like underweight and really lanky due to he was always really, really sick in the fall and winter from allergies.
Due to what though?
What, the weight loss?
Yeah.
It was because he would get sick starting in August and stay sick till about March, and he would just plummet in weight because of his allergies and asthma, and he had chronic sinus disease. He was a mess as a kid. So he has finally been able to put on a little bit of weight, and he looks like you used to be able to see the skeletal form of his face.
Yeah.
He was so thin. And I told him, I said, you look so much better. Well, today he comes up to me and he goes, this cashier asked me if I'm a boxer because he had a muscle tee on and everything.
Yep.
I said, see, now your wife tells you you're good looking. I'm your mother. I know you probably wouldn't take me as truthful. I said, but you're a good looking guy.
Yeah.
And you're fit.
And I'll be honest with you. You telling him that, it's basically, it's like, what the fuck ever. Now, if he goes out to the bar and there's a smoking hot freaking chick at the bar, it's like, yeah.
He gets hit on all day long at work. These women, well, he's out on Anna Marie Island, so they're like half naked all day long.
Yeah.
He actually watched a couple having sex on the beach yesterday.
Yes. Now we're talking. See, he should be out. Now, listen, if he really had the balls, and I'm not talking about fat sack there, though, Tony. If he really had the balls, he'd go up to them. It's like, hey, do you need you need a third? I can take her down here. Well, you take her up there. It's like, the guy's banging her in the vagina, and it's like, hey, listen, I'm just going to shove my dick right here in her mouth.
He thinks they had someone filming because there was another girl like a little bit away from them on the beach. And she had her phone out, so you think it was all ploy? Planned, yeah. But if he wasn't on the job, he'd have no problem walking up to somebody like that. Gotcha. Scotty, he's got the balls. I'll just say that he's up to anything, and don't challenge him, because if you challenge him, then yeah, he's definitely going to do it.
Starsky is a transplant from Just for Fun Radio. Thank you very much for tuning in, Starsky. And he says, I get hit on all the time too, but I think mine is the stage of abuse. Starsky's good for a joke or two there, so yeah,
that's awesome.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Do we need to call for help for you, Starsky?
Yeah. We need some type of abuse hotline or something like that. Tony, what's your number? Get him.
Yeah. He might have some PTSD there, definitely.
Right. Just a little bit. But yeah, so 813-699-5353. We're already talking about big sacks, talking about blood clots. Now I'm talking about my Facebook page. I know it's boring, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. Now I'm getting all these. You've violated the terms of service. Your video has been partially muted for videos I shot 3-4 years ago. What the fuck is going on?
They're reviewing all these accounts. It's ridiculous.
What is it going to do? Because I guarantee you the stuff that I recorded 3-4 years ago, nobody cares. So block it for all I care. Delete it. I mean, what are they going to do? They're going to go back 3-4 years to listen to my show? About what? I mean, maybe I had a good show there that day, but it's like, damn. Like, really? Come on now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It is. It's a pain in the ass.
So far, well, like I said, I tried it. I didn't used to, but once I started, I did lose a couple people, couple friends, and just a couple were just customers, not friends and customers, right. Due to some of my political views. So I did have to.
And I really think that's so stupid, because are they buying your products or your political views?
Well, they're buying you. Oh. So, in all honesty, your view comes along with it.
Yeah, you're screwed.
So, yes. And now, am I going to be, non-American? No. But I'm just not going to put out, my political party or anything like that.
Brian was saying, don't feel bad. The fucktards at Anchor took our show off 4 platforms the same day they put them up.
Oh, wow.
And I'm according to Mike, Military Mike, I'm actually on Anchor. I never looked up my account, so I'm assuming I'm still on. But Yeah, that's kind of fucked up.
Wow.
It's getting ridiculous. It really
is. And I'm really hoping, because the rumors are that Elon Musk and Trump's son have partnered together for their own internet, and they're supposed to make a platform similar to Facebook, but it won't be censored. But I'll tell you what, you want to go somewhere that's not censored, it's TikTok. Holy crap, with some of the stuff that they put across there, it absolutely blows my mind. But they put documentation and people posting comments with, like I sent that one video to you of Dr. Fauci. So they'll record their TV or the prompt or whatever news platform they got it off of and then comment on it. Yeah. And it's just, or give their reaction. But it blows my mind with what they could put on there.
Says they feel that his network, which he doesn't have one, is associated with promoting spam. And we're not talking about spam what you eat. That'd be kind of weird. Hey, we're promoting spam, you know, the stuff that you put in the rice and everything like that. Yeah, we don't like it, and you need to go ahead and go bye-bye.
You think it's because he advertises his shirts and stuff on there?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I think it's...
These platforms are real picky.
It's really stupid, to be honest with you.
I actually coached on that Monday because you can't... Technically, you're not supposed to sell on your personal page. Now,
of course not.
You can get away with it and work around it by... When you make your post, you don't put your website link in the description or price. You have them ask you for that in the comments.
Well, I know you deal a lot with that, but I also, and this is what I did with the Raw Talk Online business page, the Facebook page, which is a business page. I went ahead and set up a e-commerce shop, which I've added you to. So now I have the shirts on there, and I'm going to start, promoting the shirts, but it's going to go through the Raw Talk Online Facebook page, which I'm really silly. Why didn't I do it for the Charles Richardson show? Maybe I'll do it for that too. I don't know, but it just has the shirts on there. That's all it has right now. But hopefully we go ahead and get some money off this. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, you can do that, and once you have that, you can link it to. Once you do the Charles Richardson show page, you can link it to your Instagram show page.
Oh yeah, I'm pending to be done that.
And that's when you take pictures, and so that they can click on the shirt and stuff like that, and it sends them right to the link.
Right.
So it's really nice the way they've actually got it set up. I mean, of course, it's all a ploy for money, but still, take advantage of it.
Fucking course, it's all the way it is. But I'm just getting really tired of them going in. Well, it's not even real time. It's just let them do it. I don't care. Let them do it.
Well, I have some slight good news.
Oh, go for it. What is it?
We're moving.
Where? Away?
Well, we're still going to be in the same town.
Oh, okay.
But...
Closer?
We're at least going to be in a house.
Well, that's awesome.
So, no, it's only about 3 miles from us, from where we're at right now. It's okay. But it's okay. It's not the house we were trying to get into, because it's caught up in probate litigation, but it's the same owner. So the deal is that we go ahead and move in it, because we want out of where we are. Yep. And then...
Are you guys looking to buy it? Is that what's happening?
No. Once litigation's over for him, then he said we could just go ahead and move into the other one and just pay the difference in rent, because the other one's more.
Cool. Very cool.
So, yes, we're relieved. Happy.
Yep. Happy.
Excited.
We're good. We're good. Yeah. So, 813-699-5353. Got a few things we got going on here. There's actually, it wasn't a lot of really just entertaining news going on, which I feel really bad for, because now I have to come up with some shit.
Okay. Have you seen any of the new movies that have been out?
People have been talking. We talked about the Mortal Kombat movie, and it's like I haven't seen that yet. I'm still waiting for a time and place to see, because I know Alyssa's not going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that either. David, Davey, Kelsey will even probably like watching that, but I'm not interested in it. But I did watch yesterday.
But I will tell you, before you go into that, I've seen a lot of comments about it, and it's all mixed. Like one says
Really?
it's great, one says it's horrible.
I wonder what the age category is because...
Oh, it's 18 and up.
If it's... Well, what I'm saying, though, as far as the reactions, like, those that think it's great could be ones that didn't know Mortal Kombat from the beginning, you know, and seen the progression, or it could be that I don't know how the storyline goes, so it also could be people that do know it from the very beginning, and maybe they didn't stick to the storyline. I don't know.
The storyline goes is there's good fighters and bad fighters, and they face off each other and kill each other.
Is there any like plot other than that?
I don't think there is. I'm sure there is a plot, but it's very thin, and it's just basically like we're just going to kill each other. That's all it is.
So it's a slaughter porn.
Yeah. It's a slaughter. Thank you. It's a slaughter porn. And I'm taking a look at all these freaking actresses that are in there. I don't know one of them.
Oh.
So you know it's horrible. Critical responses said Rotten Tomatoes has a 55% approval rate. Average rate of 5.6 out of 10. Metacritic gave that out. It scored a B+ from the audiences from Cinema Score. Viewers interested in martial arts action are bound to find the combat with a C to be lackluster in a way that hand-to-hand fighting tends to be when it gets drowned out by digital effects. More likely to have fun with the latest Mortal Kombat are, Sam Raimi enthusiasts that can appreciate. I don't know. Anyway, I don't think it lives up to the hype. I mean, just reading it, I would probably feel very disappointed if I saw it, because I saw the first one, the original one that they came out with. That has more of a storyline. It was a stupid storyline, but at least it had a storyline, and I wasn't really that impressed with it either. I mean, there was a lot of questionable acting, and some pretty decent fight scenes with really shitty effects. But it is what it is. I just don't think that the whole Mortal Kombat was great. That's what I've heard.
Well, I didn't see the first one. Of course, didn't like the games, but that's just me.
But what other movies are there out there?
Well,
I didn't really hear much of any.
We watched Thunder Force last night.
Thunder Force.
It's with Melissa McCarthy.
Well, at least there's a big name there.
And one of the women from the Tyler Perry movies, Justin Bateman's in it.
Oh.
And there's a couple others that I just don't know their names right off the top off my head.
Yeah, I see Bateman, McCarthy, Octavia Spencer was posted on the post. I have no idea who she is.
I am telling you right now.
Good.
We had to pause it.
That bad?
No, because I laughed so damn hard.
Oh, really?
I was having an asthma attack.
Oh.
I was dying. And so it starts off kind of on a serious note, and then it moves into where it's just downright hilarious, and then it moves back to being a little more serious with light comedy. But yeah. I'm telling you what, I was dying. I was like, no. David goes, should I pause it? I'm like waving my hand, like, yes. I'm gonna, if you don't, I couldn't even see some of the scenes because my eyes were teared up so bad because I was laughing so hard.
It's like some of the scenes just like so idiotic and so retarded that you have to go ahead and laugh at it. Is that what it is? Melissa
McCarthy is so over dramatic with her reactions sometimes.
Yeah.
And she just has a way of pulling comedy off with very straight faced, like in movies how they try to get that when the bad guys come in and they try to get that really dramatic feeling going on, so they kind of like walk a little slower. Mm-hmm. So the one lady, she comes in and she's walking like really, really slow, and she goes, she always walked that slow? Like, it's supposed to be a dramatic, serious moment, and she just comes in with these little one-liners, and it's just like, and she makes fun of it. She mocks it,
Yeah.
And it's just, it just makes the movie. But then the rest is her reactions. The other side is expecting like her to have this amazing strength, and then and her first is like nothing, and she's like,
Yeah,
oh.
I mean, just the Melissa McCarthy would get me interested into like maybe taking a shot at it. The plot says, in a world terrorized by supervillains, one woman, who's scientist Emily, who's by Octavia, has developed a process to give superpowers to regular people, but when her estranged best friend Lydia, who is Melissa, accidentally gives herself the incredible abilities, the two women must become the first superhero team. Now it's up to Thunder Force to battle the superpowered miscreants and save Chicago of the clutches of the King. It sounds dumb.
It does.
It sounds
and I was
really
really
dumb.
worried about it because you're talking about middle-aged women by the time they get to be heroes, and I'm thinking, how great can this be? Now, I will warn everybody, when you watch it, you are going to see a ton of similarities to our current governmental situation. Everything that went on with the election, because the whole thing's over an election.
Yeah. Oh, God.
It's the whole thing is like making people believe that Chicago is under so much crime. And it's all a ploy by one of the men running. It shows how the election is neck and neck. Only 10 votes, separates the two.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, the vote changes, even to where at the end of the scene, it looks like the Capitol steps when they rioted. And he even said, "I will throw a party. Even though I lost, there will be a party, and we will fight for what is ours." I mean, it's so much like it really plays into it.
Yeah.
But overall, I will tell you, like I said, I was dying laughing, but I love her. I really like her.
She's really great. She really is great. But
she'll encourage me to watch a movie.
But she's been in a couple of movies that I like. I like The Heat when she teamed up with Sandra Bullock. I wasn't too thrilled with Tammy. I think I was drawn out. I mean, she did everything she could to go ahead and be funny. I wasn't really keen on that.
That one I haven't seen. I saw the one where she went to college with her daughter.
I don't remember that one.
I can't remember the name. That one was funny.
There was one. So when they rebooted Ghostbusters and they had the all-women team, I was really skeptical about how that was going to go.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
But she was good in it. I think that everybody played a good chemistry together.
So her humor in this one is very similar to her humor and bullyish character as it was in The Heat.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So
I can deal with that.
Yeah, it was really good. And I forget what the other movie is that I told you to make sure you watch. It was a series that we just watched. I think it was the third one.
Oh, you're talking about the Captain America one?
No,
because I haven't seen that yet, and I got to because that is one that I need to catch up on, because if not, I'm not going to have any idea what the hell's going on.
I know. I do know it was an action film, though. Oh no! It was Jumanji. Beyond something.
I watched the first one, and I kind of dug it, but it's like, where can they really go from here?
The first one with
the first one, the first guy, Jumanji.
Okay, I was making sure.
Not Robin Williams. I'm talking about the first Jumanji, The Rock,
with
and
The
Kevin
Rock.
Hart. Yeah,
you didn't like it?
I know I liked it, but it's like I don't know where they could have gone to make it interesting.
Okay,
so
when they switch bodies,
I did start Jumanji 2 like months ago, and I went ahead and it's like they switched bodies. It's like it just seems like they're dabbing into it. And I got bored with it and I turned it off.
Now I thought the second one was pretty good, but I thought the same as you, like with the third, where can you go?
Right.
But what they end up doing is the bodies they originally switched into the first time,
they're not the ones they switched to now.
Yeah, they end up, it's the same bodies, but they are in different ones. So they're like, wait a second. Right. So Graham and
The Rock is another character.
Yeah,
Kevin Hart's another
one of the grandfathers.
Yeah.
And it ends up really the dynamics of it, and especially the grandfather, because he doesn't understand anything about gaming whatsoever.
It's like you die. That's it. You're not coming back.
It's hilarious.
It's just, I don't know. I didn't get in. I mean, the chemistry I didn't like. With the grandfather, that I was like, just no, he's holding everybody back. And it's just, I don't know. I didn't, I mean, I'll give it another shot, but I don't know. I didn't care for it. I know Space Jam, the new one with LeBron James, I found that's going to be stupid, but I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to see what it is.
Upset with the whole LeBron James situation.
Yeah. There's something going on. I have no idea what it is. What's going on?
Well, when they released the verdict from the George Floyd court case.
Right, guilty on all 3 counts.
Yes.
Yeah.
LeBron James went on Twitter immediately and said, where's the justice? You're next. #accountability, referring to the 16-year-old girl that got shot by a police officer. I believe it was in Ohio, Pennsylvania, something like that.
I heard about that. I don't have any details. Why was she shot?
Because she was yielding a knife.
Okay.
And pointing it towards multiple officers and another girl, and then attempted to stab the girl.
So she was using it as a weapon.
Yes, and the officer shot her to keep her from stabbing the other girl.
Now the thing is, why kill her? Why? I mean, was it? Hopefully, it was like we didn't mean to. We tried to go ahead and I don't know.
It was and this is what a Florida representative said as well. And I posted on the show page too.
Right.
But she said that it has been deemed that the officer in a split moment made the right decision to save the one woman who was being attacked, and unfortunately it cost the attacker her life. It's unfortunate she was 16. Then they go into this whole, and this is what gets to me. The system failed her. Her parents failed her. So somehow she ended up in social services took the attacker away from her parents, her biological parents.
Right.
And then the system failed her as far as her foster care. Now, who's up at the conferences, these news conferences, saying with an attorney, they already have an attorney, saying that they're going to sue the city? Her biological parents. So her biological parents got an attorney, took the time to get an attorney to sue, but couldn't get an attorney to get their child back from foster care. No.
Yeah, that makes no sense.
And the officer did his job. And they said, and this was the statement from the Florida representative. She said the officer reacted in the way the officer was trained to do in those circumstances. So,
right.
And that's where they're saying reform needs to happen, is that our officers should not be trained to shoot to kill.
It needs to be, you're right. It needs to be trained to disarm.
When you're...
I always believe that.
I know you're not into firearms.
No,
but
I'm
when
not
you're
too
aiming
fond of it,
when you're aiming a gun and you have your eye on the sight, that concentration on what your target is good. But when you're standing up and you've got the gun pointed, your eyes are not going through that sight, and you're talking at the same time, trying to talk this person down. I don't foresee officers being able to just, let me make sure I only hit you in the arm or the leg. Or
they got to. I mean, listen, when you have a firearm, you have a higher responsibility than anybody else. You need to know where to aim this thing, what to do in a normal situation. Now, if somebody's opening and firing at you, then gloves are off.
Right.
But if you are talking this person down and they still want to go ahead and be aggressive, you disarm them. You have to have that training or that ability to do that. Otherwise, don't be a cop. Don't even go into the force.
Well, they don't train you to do that, though, and that's what they're trying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what they need to. They need to train that.
But ever since George Floyd's situation, which there were many situations very similar to George Floyd,
right?
Prior, nothing was ever done about it. But
well, now everybody's getting their due.
Yeah, because there's motive behind it.
LeBron could have just shut his mouth and just said, don't even get into this. Just play basketball.
Exactly.
And this is the same thing with everybody that's protesting the flag or just play football.
See, that's how I felt about the politicians after the verdict with George Floyd too. Yeah. These politicians should not have been standing up there saying anything to the public at all. There was no need. You want to call the family and congratulate them on, a win.
Why even congratulate them? Listen, okay, fine. The hell?
The dog's playing with the box.
So it's like, all right, fine. You want to go ahead and congratulate them? Okay, fine. Justice was served. And then you have people saying, well, this is not justice. This is accountability. What the fuck it is? It's justice. It is somebody did something wrong, or they, whatever you feel about the jury verdict, or you think he's guilty on one charge and not the other, he was still guilty.
Right.
regardless. All right, because this is a high-profile case, and everybody knows about it, and riot people were ready to go ahead and just take down the city. Yeah, guilty on all 3 counts. I mean, you could have saw that coming from a mile away. I would have put $1 million in Vegas for that. But it's the thing with it is he was guilty. Whether it be on 1 count, 2 counts, and all 3 counts, he was still guilty. He was going to prison. I
get tired of hearing, to me, no matter what race you are, you need to stop taking these situations and dividing us more or attempting to divide us, because our politicians that's what they want. So take these situations and try to find a way to unite. And instead of saying, not to back the blue, no, let's reform the blue.
Yep.
I would have been right there alongside of them through the whole thing if that's what they would have said from the very beginning. Let's reform the blue.
See, if they want to go ahead and say defund the police, then you really want to defund all the police there, where most of these cops are good cops. Most of these cops are going to do the right thing. Most of these cops, there was a cop right there trying to inform the other cop, hey, let him go. All right? So so you really want to defund him and any other good cop that's out there? Because I guarantee you, good cops overweigh the bad cops. They most certainly do. And if you want to go ahead and defund all of them, then the ball's in your court. You're on.
A friend of ours is a police officer, has been, right out of high school. He went right into the academy. And he said a lot of times, look, I can be nice and cool with you, or I can be the meanest person you've run into. It all depends. When I walk up to that window and you start screaming off and cursing at me and pointing your finger in my face, things aren't going to go well. No. And he just means by attitude. And he said automatically we become defensive, because if they are that belligerent with you right off the bat, something else is going on.
Isn't that one of the memes that I've seen on Facebook? It's like Willy Wonka, have his head up against his fist, listening to you. It's like, oh, you want to defund the police? Oh, you think the police are too harsh? Tell me, have you not broken any laws or something like that? It's some type of meme. It's like, well, listen. If you didn't do anything wrong, cooperate.
Well,
and even if you did do something wrong, you should own up to it.
I posted on the show page the video that I didn't know at the time that I posted it that it had gone viral. I later actually posted the news.
I know you had an article on there.
And on the officer that responded. So basically, he's responding to the two women who are arguing, and the one has a knife, and he's basically on the phone with LeBron James. And
hello, LeBron?
I got 2 girls here, and it goes into like, oh no, one's white. Well, no, she's black. Oh, so I should just leave it alone. Okay, okay. Well, she doesn't want to put the knife down. Oh, okay. Well, I'll see you later, girls. So it's
later, girlfriend.
It was overwhelmingly liked by millions of people, and then I don't know how his police precinct took it, but I was like, oh, I hope he doesn't end up fired over this, because I'm sorry, he's not the only officer that's feeling that way. Like, you're wanting us to counsel them while we're out in the street and somebody's holding a weapon. That's not how it works.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Sad.
Stupid, sad, whatever you want to say. It just shouldn't be. It shouldn't be happening.
No,
but it is, and there's a lot of things that shouldn't be happening that are, and well, that's why we have what we have. We can go ahead and look on the internet and we see stupid morons going around doing stupid things, and like, why are you doing that? I would just love to go ahead and gather them in a group session, kind of like AA.
Right.
Gather them in a group session, and it says, y'all here because you did some stupid fucking shit. Why?
Well,
tell me what was going through your mind, and I guarantee you they were coked up, drugged up, drunk off their
emotionally
ass.
Scarred.
And yeah, I'm sure some of them are going to come to me like, okay, I get it. You're free to go. Well, I don't want to hear any more from you.
So, speaking of stupid people, listen. So as we know, they want to claim it's not just 2 genders anymore. We have multiple genders out there. So the newest one, and I kid you not, I fact checked this one. So there is now, and I don't remember the name of it, but there are healthy adults who recognize themselves as disabled, so they disable themselves. A lady threw acid in her eyes So she's now blind, so that she could recognize as its gender. A guy had his leg removed.
What a dumb shit.
No! I'm like, how? What
Why?
the hell?
What the fuck is going on?
Why would you do that to yourself just so you could sit? She
You're
goes,
a freaking moron.
well, because I deserve to sit and collect Social Security. I'm now disabled.
Yeah, I deserve to be retired and sit on my fat ass with PS5.
Maybe they are mentally disabled.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Brian said if you stop resisting / leaving guns at home / running away, blah, blah, blah. It basically says it just proves guilt. You then help quelch the adrenaline rush.
Yes.
I don't know if it proves guilt. Explain. I can't back that, because if I go ahead and say, what did I do, your officer?
No, that's fine.
But no. I'm over here. I'm not resisting. That's the thing. What Brian is, if you stop resisting, and then he gave other examples.
Right.
I'm not resisting. What did I do, sir?
Well, you weren't put under arrest either.
But I'm not saying that. If I was, somebody told me get out of the car. Somebody told me, hands on your head or something. What did I do?
Like what happened to Scotty?
What happened? Yeah, exactly. It's like, what did I do? And if they tell me what I did, and it's like, well, I didn't do that, and you have to take the appropriate steps. If they're going to arrest you, they're going to arrest you, either by force or you go ahead and go quietly. So if you run, you're more guilty than before. Right. Because now you're resisting arrest.
And eluding.
Right. And if you don't, yes, I get it. It's impacting your life. You're going to be sitting in a cell for a day or two until things get hashed out. But you're not looking like the guilty son of a bitch that is going to get beat down in about 15, 20 minutes unless you have amazing outrunning speed and people.
Well, psychologically, it's said that, like, typically the loudest person in an argument is the one that's wrong.
Brian says exactly, stop the force, stop resisting. Okay, so I basically went ahead and gave an example of what Brian said already. So I apologize, Brian. There was a lot there, and I was making sure that I got on the same page. So I apologize. So, but yeah, it is what it is. It's, anyway, 813-699-5353. We're going to take a break for more reasons than one. We're going to get to the memes that we didn't get to on Friday.
And I got more.
Actually, no, Friday. Wednesday. Well, no, you gave me Friday, too.
I gave you Friday.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we didn't get to any.
All right, we'll do that. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. We're coming right back right after this, and let's see how this works.
Be kind and rewind. The Charles Richardson Show will be right back.
Stop thinking just not to me. And I'm stuck in this place where I don't give a damn about anyone. No one stuck around. And I should be out making a name for myself instead of sitting here stuck in this house. And it's becoming quite clear to me where I'm supposed to be. Why haven't I got the chance?
Pet Chipmunk for my flick. I signed on Christian Bale's Pet Chipmunk for my flick. It turned out Christian Bale's Pet Chipmunk was a dick, he shouted. Who knew the Batman Chipmunk would be such a pain? I thought he'd be cool and collected like Bruce Wayne. But then the Batman Chipmunk went that shit insane, he shouted. I've done shows with Russell Crowe and Sharon Dustin Diamond, but this jerk's far more difficult than that. If you think no one's worse than Alvin, Theodore, and Simon, you've never met disciples who are rats. My work with Christian Bale's Pet Chipmunk made me snap. I couldn't spare another ounce of diva crap. So I went out and bought a great big chipmunk trap, and it went.
Don't be a pussy. Call Charles now. 813-699-5353.
Alright, hey, welcome back, everybody. God, the events that go on in this house, I just... Can I be put to a nap, 2-3 hour nap or something like that? Please. Please, give me a nap. See, I never knew being a father was going to be this tough. Oh, no, I did know. I refused to believe in reality.
My dad used to say the hardest job he ever had was being a dad.
Yeah. Hell. Well, what do you think about that?
A friend of mine today, she has a set of twins. They're her youngest of 6.
Nice.
And she had them in their high chairs for lunch, and she went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And when she came back, it's a boy and girl. The girl had gotten out of her high chair and decided to take the food and smear it all over her brother. So
Wait a minute. I have a problem here. Why am I? Wow, what in the fuck is going on now?
Your computer needs an app.
I think so. Hold on. I didn't have this problem last week. What? Yeah, something's fucked up. Hold on, Jim. Oh, I see why. Hold on. Maybe. So it's telling me that there's two things that are using my... I'm going to lose my video for a second, but hopefully it'll fix it. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yes, sir.
Nope, that's not it. Shit. Oh, this is gonna suck.
It was going so good.
Is it something I did, or... I didn't do anything on this computer. Maybe I need to restart. Jim, all right, everybody that's watching on Facebook, I'm going to restart. Hopefully that puts it in a better position. Jim, check back in like 5 minutes. Okay?
Okay.
All right, thanks, man.
Yep.
All right. That just sucks. So, oh, wait a minute. Maybe that was what it was. I put it on Phantom Power, and I'm not sure if that's what it needed. Phantom Power. Yeah, I mean... Oh. Why would they do that, though? Anyway, we'll figure it out. 813-699-5353. Well, we can't do Facebook memes, apparently. Not yet. We got to wait till the video gets back up and running. But I do have a couple of things that were going on. So apparently Johnson & Johnson's back on the market. So they're saying they don't have to worry about it. Yeah, I'll send you the new link. Don't worry about it.
Well, one of the other vaccines one of the 2-shot vaccines got a...
Moderna?
I don't want to say because I'm not 100% positive.
Right.
But they had a lady got her second shot, and she said she wasn't feeling right. And she went home, and then she ended up in the hospital. She is now currently paralyzed from the neck down.
Oh, my God.
We're raising money in Arcadia for a teenage boy who got his because he does have health issues, and he's now wheelchair bound.
Oh, my God. How long after the shot?
Oh, I don't know his case. I just know hers was almost immediately.
Oh, my word.
So, you're past your window. Just relax.
But still, it's like I could be the first of, whatever fucking cases there are.
You're good. Just walk a little bit, pop your feet up.
Port Charlotte is now the epicenter of where people are going to get fucked up.
Right.
I mean, they're already fucked up down here. I'm just saying it could be worse.
This is true, too.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird. All right, let's see here. Get Chrome. Do I really have to start a new show? Or can I just continue what I had before? Because I didn't end the show. Come on. There we go. Chrome takes a few minutes to load.
Yeah, just a couple.
Yeah, just a little bit. Maybe I need to do Price is Right music. Actually, no, here. So let's do a little ad music here. Don't forget to visit our people over at Southpaw Customs. They are the ones that are making our t-shirts. The official Charles Richardson merch brand is from Southpaw Customs. You can visit them at spcustoms.com. SP Customs also on Facebook. Make sure you go ahead and tell them what logo, what branding you would like on your next mug, t-shirt, coaster, and many other things. Visit them and tell them what you want. Again, Southpaw Customs, SP Customs 6 on Facebook and spcustoms6.com. Okay. All right, I'm back on video. I'm still live, apparently. Yes, Jeffrey, testicle difficulty. Thank you very much. Let me see if I can...
Another downfall of big balls.
Yeah. Do we really want to do that? Do we really want to go there? No.
Try to light the mood.
No, we're not doing that. It ain't happening. Oh, let me get this over here. Let me give it to Jim. And let's see if he can get back online. Okay, closing the tab. All right, let's see here. All right, anyway. So, yeah, testicle difficulties. We always have those, especially for people that, can't get it up anymore. Just saying, they have real testicle difficulties going on. And, all right, there we go. There's the memes. Get the memes going. There's Jimmy. All right, bro. I'm gonna try this. Hold on. Nope. But I pressed that button and everything goes away. Motherfucker, it was just the button.
Really?
Yeah. It was the Phantom Power button.
Dude, I'm going to kick you right in your button Friday.
You should. You should.
Right in your little button.
Oh, my God, yeah. Oh, I cannot. You know what? Listen, you can kick me anywhere you want right now. It wouldn't hurt as much as the pain I'm dealing with right now at home. Oh, God, please help me. Listen.
I can imagine.
When I step foot in Epcot on Friday, it's all going to go away.
There you go.
It's going to melt away.
The pain will just go away.
The Disney magic.
That's right. I'm just going to lay into the Disney magic.
Yeah, the Disney margaritas.
Listen, we'll start with Mexico. I don't give a fuck. I'll go ahead and take 2 or 3 of those motherfuckers.
And just say, I'm drinking heavily because of fear of blood clots. I need to thin my blood out.
Yep. I'll do that in all phases in between.
That's right.
Margaritas at Epcot.
At dinner.
Huh?
We should have sake bombs at dinner.
Sake bombs? What is sake bombs? Is that something like with my socks? Yeah.
No, sake. Sake is like Japanese liquor.
Is it?
Yeah.
I never had it. What does it taste like? Does it taste like chicken?
Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
What do you mean if you're wrong? Have you had it?
Yes.
No, I've never had it, but I heard it's extremely strong.
Is it expensive?
And we're going to be eating at the Japan. Who knows?
Listen, man, I'm not like you. I do have a little bit of a budget. I mean, yes,
Dude,
it's a pretty.
I have a budget too.
It's a decent budget for somebody like me, but it's still a budget. I don't want to go ahead and if sake's going to be like $25, $50 a shot, I ain't doing it.
You're not in Fort Lauderdale.
Let's Google it. Let's find out.
All right, yeah, sake price. Let's do that.
What's the name of the restaurant we're going to?
Tapanito. TP and I can't. Oh, by the way, and I got to tell Alyssa this because I finally have her calm down and everything. But our reservation's changed. It's 6:40. It's earlier, so we actually got in a little earlier.
Yeah, that'll
which is good news. That's good news.
And the little ones.
Yeah, that's going to be good news. So that's good. I must have spelled it wrong. Whatever. But do some Google searching, and I'm going to go ahead and what was this here? I had a Disney update. By the way, People Mover's back up.
Yeah, I posted a couple.
People Mover's back up.
People Mover's back.
Son of a bitch. Where was it? Did you post some?
Yeah, I posted a couple on the show page. Let me see here.
Oh, on the show page.
One was about California Disney, though, with their opening, and then the People Mover opening.
Yeah, nobody cares about California.
Well, I mean, except
for the people that are in California,
because they're finally, getting to get their Disney on.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the big news. Actually, the People Mover was open after being closed since the pandemic. It's one of the last rides to open. I said before, didn't I?
Oh no, but yeah, that's okay.
But okay, well, I'm the show host, and I said I did. The Tomorrowland Transit Authority. Listen, I'll be honest with you. The People Mover doesn't sound like a real exciting ride because it's not, but it is a cool ride. It's something that actually goes pretty quickly. It's not like, one of these slow-ass rides, and you get to go inside the bowels, if you will, of Space Mountain, and you can see all the darkness inside without actually having to ride the ride.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. And, I don't understand, the nerdism that involves, people completely geek out over the People Mover. I don't get it.
Brian says it's wine from Japan. You drink it warm. It's a fun drink, he says.
Oh,
you drink it warm, so it's like, yeah, so I'm kind of like, I'm kind of interested now. You drink it warm.
Sake. There it is. Sake selection.
Sock it to me, baby.
Like it's like a hot toddy.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce these words.
Don't. It's probably in Japanese language.
We've got an 8-ounce serving for $31. It's a craft. So $31. So we could split one.
8 ounces? What's 8 ounces? Well, this is 20 ounces. So 8 ounces like this. For $30? Oh, fuck
listen,
that.
It's supposed to be had.
That's a shot. Well, okay. So, all right. So let's just say, for instance, 8 ounces is like this. I'm over here thinking maybe 2 shots.
8 ounces is like a cup of coffee.
No, it's not. It's smaller than that.
Not my cup of coffee.
Yeah. Listen, I don't know what cup of coffee you're talking. Maybe espresso, but not. No, it's not a cup of coffee.
It's 2 ounces.
No. All right. So maybe we have a shot like an espresso. We break it up into 4. It would be me.
I don't want any.
Okay, I'll have your shot then. That's fine.
Why not?
I don't think you need to be spending $30 on a shot of anything. I don't care what it is.
This is 15 because Jim's going to do 15. I'm going to do 15. We'll get 1 8-ounce and we'll split it up into 4.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Alyssa? What's the matter?
It's been a rough day over here with the kid.
With the kid,
yeah, and she's had to deal with the brunt of it since I had to prepare for the show and everything like that. So, I told her not to come on the show. I told her, you're not in an emotional state right now. You need to.
I calmed myself down and I calmed him down.
But are you going to be able to enjoy the show and laugh?
Yeah, let's.
I don't want $30 Japanese wine because I don't like wine. Period.
That was not. Jim, did I ask another question or something like that? Because I said, would you be able to laugh? And the answer I got was, I don't want $30 of wine. Listen, you're catching me on stuff here. Did I not say the right words or something? Did I need to say mirror on the wall? Would you like to spend $30 in sake? That's not what I said. I said,
here's the good news. There's a cheaper option, 8 ounces for $12.
Okay, but is that sake?
Yeah, hot sake.
Hot sake. So what's the difference between that sake and the $30 one?
Probably brand.
I have no clue.
Just the branding, maybe?
It's probably brand, because you can get shelf or top shelf at a bar and of the same drink, and it'd be a $10 difference.
Well, true, yeah.
So that's probably all that.
So just like the top shelf and bottom. So we're getting bottom shelf sake. We're getting under the sock sake.
So will Alyssa have a $3 shot of?
No. I'm not going to have a 2-cent shot of sake.
No, it's not about.
I'm going to pay for it.
Jim, it's not about paying for it. She just doesn't want the drink.
I just don't want it.
She doesn't want it. I mean, that's what I'm getting. Believe me, we paid more than $12 for drinks before. Okay, we paid.
What do you want, sweetheart?
Well, you call me sweetheart?
Oh, Melissa, what's up, baby? What you need?
Ooh.
Tell me what you need.
Tell me what you need. I don't know if I appreciate that, there, buddy.
Dude, I'm trying.
Will you
look at the smile on her face. That's all I'm trying to get.
Stop it. That is not cool. That is not cool. Why is that not loud enough? Oh, that's why, because I lowered the fucking volume. Anyway.
Look, we all have ridiculously stressful days, but
we do. And that's what I'm saying. When Friday comes, that's why I took the whole day off. I don't want to go in to Disney or the drive to Disney stressed out.
Yeah. Stressed, yeah.
It's like...
Because you left late.
Yeah, well, not even that. It's just I probably would work a half a day anyway. Because it's just... But still, it's like that half day, shit can go wrong.
Oh, yeah.
Brian says alcohol content would be the reason
Fridays
behind
are one of my early days, too, so...
Yeah. She has early days.
Yes.
Not like me. I have late days. Late days and early days.
Hey, will you stop in Valrico and pick up one of my checks on your way to Disney?
I have to give you
Absolutely. What's the address?
Yeah. Just make sure I'm going to forge your name on it and make sure it goes into my account.
Well, it's in the name of Mid-Florida Masonry. I'll give you 5%.
Wait, hold on a second. Depends on how much it is. 5% would be pretty good.
Exactly.
I got to think about this one here.
It's about 100,000.
Yeah, I'll take 5%. I'll listen, motherfucker. I'll take.
I have a pen
2%.
and pen. What's the address?
I'll take 2%. I'm ending the show right now. I'll go right there.
You go camp out at the office till my checks come.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, David last week was so busy that honestly, I really, really felt sorry for him, and as soon as he could sit down, he was out. He was just exhausted, and so he ended up not getting to the bank. So he had, I had a check, and he had about 4 or 5 checks, and all just in an envelope.
They all
and
bounced.
he stuck them in my purse, and he was getting ready to pay bills Saturday, and he says, I swore I had more money than this, and I said, well, did you ever go to the bank? And he goes, no. And I said, well, how does it feel to have all these checks stacked up and you didn't have to run to the bank as soon as you got them?
I would like to know the same thing.
Well, I'll tell you what. He looked at me and he goes, actually, it does feel good, because there was a point, when last year when he was starting all this, that as soon as he got the check, he was headed straight to the bank in between jobs, because that's what kept him going. And now, I mean, it feels good. He feels accomplished. It's about time, but he's worn out. So
worn the fuck out.
Yes, that he is.
Well, listen. Number one, Jimmy. Why in the hell? Why don't those people pay you digitally now? Why can't they just wire you $100,000?
All right.
Look, listen.
Is the check still the dominant thing? Really? Paper checks?
In my industry, yes, because the IRS, workers' comp, it's so bad, man. They want to know where every penny has gone.
Yeah, it's tracking.
Yep.
Well,
gotta have that paper trail.
Can't they? Well, I guess so. I just thought paper was like behind the times.
Look at this. Look at this. This.
That's your homework.
Since August. This is since August. Checks from last year, August to now.
Doesn't seem that bad. That seems kind of light.
Huh?
That seems kind of light.
That's about $2.5 million worth. Right here.
That's pretty light.
Okay.
Did you have? Did you? Is that them not cash or something? Or are those like the receipts?
No,
the state stubs.
It kind of comes with a stub and an itemized list of what you've been paid for.
Interesting. So it's like, we're going to go ahead and pay for 100 pounds of concrete. We're going to pay for this amount of labor. We're going to pay for this amount of water and beer. And
So for example, here's a stub that's got like some repairs, a driveway, a boom pump. I like that. It's great that they do that so you can keep track of your billing and your invoicing.
Well, yeah, I guess.
Makes it easier for taxes, too.
But it's like that paper trail would be so much easier just like, logging into an Excel spreadsheet or something like that. It'd be so much easier.
I have that as well. I have that also.
But you have to do it manually, don't you?
I invoice manually, yes. It sucks.
Well, that's what I'm saying, man.
And that's where for David, because of him when he started out with being so small and everything, is he didn't keep that paper trail. So everything, I want to say 95% of it was all cash, or put through on PayPal or something of that nature. So there is no actual record of you were definitely paid for a job or whatnot.
So wait a second. So the payment that I paid to you for David coming over to mow my lawn, I should have paid in cash or in money order.
Well, no, the problem he runs into is like he talked about getting a business loan or even working with the business grant. And then that's where your paper trail comes in handy, because they want to see the record of your income, and David can't show that.
What if you just like write it down on like a college ruled notebook?
Well, for taxes, the college ruled notebook does work. But
what are you, the mafia?
It's for loans and bankers. No, that's not what they want to see.
I mean, it basically goes like this, and then
exactly.
Something like that. Yeah. I'm on QuickBooks. You guys use QuickBooks?
Well, I'm sure a lot of people do. But what is so when you do QuickBooks though? Isn't it like it's glorified manual entry and something like that?
I mean, it's data entry, but I link my banks, my company credit cards, and it keeps track of all my dollars, all of them.
Well, it's good to keep track of it, but it's still
more like a digital ledger.
You still have to manually enter it in, though. That's what I'm saying.
When I go to pay my guys every Friday, I have to go in and put X amount of dollars for X job, print check. But
let me ask you a question. You said you pay you guys every week. Don't you think it's better for tax purposes? Like you don't have to pay so much tax if you do it bi-weekly, or is it less weekly? Like, did you ever think of that? Like,
no, it's the same amount of money as far as employer tax goes.
Okay.
But when I say my guys every week, I mean my subcontractors.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. Yeah. My employees, I've got 3 employees and they go through paychecks, payroll service.
Yeah. Big, 3 employees. That's a big company. Or it's growing.
We're growing.
Yeah. I even just put it out there too. Anybody that's in the Central Florida area, Jimmy's looking for a project manager or something like that, construction manager.
Yeah, construction manager and some good frame crews. If anybody's a framer and they have good experience, we're always looking for framing crews.
Yeah. I know my reach isn't that big, and I probably won't help any, but just in case, if anybody's listening, you can
I'll take it.
Yeah, you can make some extra change, if you know what I'm saying, and be part of the QuickBooks crew.
Be another vendor.
Yeah, be another vendor. And I'm not talking vending a machine. You don't have to stand inside the machine to give people soda. Then just be another vendor. All right, so People Movers coming in. That's one of the rides I'm actually looking to ride when I go to Magic. Because it's been closed for so long, I would like to sit back in there and go through that again. That would be nice.
That'll be nice.
You said you didn't really care. Have you ever rode it? I'm assuming you rode it. As many times as you've been to Magic Kingdom? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's why I was. But you just don't get it, though.
No, I mean, look, it's an attraction. I don't understand the fandom, like the people freaking out because it's open again.
Oh, I didn't know they were freaking out. I mean, I know there was
it's a big deal.
Well,
what's that, Alyssa?
There are people that are like totally obsessed with the fact that it's open again. I mean, cool, it's open again, but
yay,
dude! The
it's
line,
not that big of a deal.
The line was wrapped all the way around. What's the ride with the planets and the
Astral Orbiter?
Yeah,
the line was wrapped all the way around that up into the People Mover, and then in a little squiggly.
Wait a minute. So
I've seen it like that before social distancing.
The line for the Astral Orbiter was wrapped around, or the People Mover?
For the People Mover.
The People Mover.
And I'll bet you that whole line was 30 minutes. I'll bet you anything.
It was like 45 to an hour.
Oh, that's not that bad, especially for that type of line.
For a continually moving line.
Yeah. Believe it or not,
it never stops.
Well, it could. It could.
Well, that's the whole reason why it was down so long.
Yeah, if Stitch gets a hold of it, it's going down. Just letting you know.
Stitch.
Man, that was like the worst ever attraction over there. I'm surprised they just didn't make anything out of that. Like, just rip everything out and just transform it to anything else. That whole alien encounter, Stitch encounter, it was just the worst. I didn't like it at all. So
yeah, it was crap. Yeah, it was crap.
I'm hoping they do something with that space, because that's just like it's dead space. Well, I mean, a lot of Disney's dead space right now, but still.
Yeah.
Did I go over the McDonald's interview thing?
Where they're paying people to show up
to their interview?
Did I go over that? No. So check this out. In Tampa, there's a McDonald's appears to have attempted to solve the problem by offering people $50 to show up in an interview. A tweet was posted on April 15th, tax day, or the old tax day. Appears to show a McDonald's located at New Chestnut Street and Dale Mabry Highway, where the sign reads, "Get $50 for an interview." I mean, like, really? A few days later, a reply to Twitter reads, shows the signs apparently changed the advertise to $11.50 an hour. Which is still, I mean, it's not $15 an hour, but it's a lot higher than minimum wage for Florida. Blake Casper, who is the head of the franchise that owns the McDonald's and about 60 others in Tampa, he says at this point, if we can't keep our drive-thrus moving, then I'll pay $50 for an interview. My question is, Mr. Casper, you're paying $50 for an interview. Are you hiring any of these motherfuckers? Or are they just coming in there for the free $50?
It's probably contingent on that.
Contingent on if you're a breathing person and you answer at least the first question.
And
no, it's probably contingent on being hired and being on for 30 at least 30 days.
You think so?
Yes.
Because that's how sign-on bonuses work, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll pay $50
I mean, $50 in the grand scheme of things isn't a whole lot of dough. I mean, at this point, it's like
a lot of people will go for it, though.
Meals.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people will go for it, though.
I don't know the quality of people he's going to get, but it's McDonald's. And
so it doesn't say if it is $50 up front. Thank you for your interest. We'll get back to you. Here's $50. It didn't say that. So, well, one of the outlets said Casper says to his surprise the sign was not attracting applicants. Instead, he reportedly told the outlet he had more success with referral programs and text messaging applications and signing bonuses. So, signing bonuses, obviously, that's not the 50. So, he was probably handing out $50 in either a check or cash.
Jeez.
So, again, here's the thing. It's like, you go for an interview, you get $50, but it's like, I'm just going for the $50. You give me the $50, that's it, and you're out 50. What does that do?
Yeah.
That doesn't help your problem. You know, your problem's still there.
Well,
and you're out $50.
Maybe the $50 lure was more to just drum up some publicity or get some attention
to
his restaurant.
And I will say this too: a lot of times, especially now, that $50 for the person that actually really needs the job is going to help them with fuel, maybe to get to that job till the first paycheck too.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So.
Well, yeah, 50. I mean, listen, gas hasn't hit $3 yet. Not in Florida yet. But still, $50 could fill up a nice Ford F-150. Maybe
it would fill up your car, right?
Oh,
$50
twice.
Yeah. And
I don't have a big tank, but I'm talking about people.
It's not going to fill up a Ford F-150.
Not an F-150. It costs near $100.
Yeah, because it costs.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it costs. Yeah. I've got an Expedition.
Do you have a 150? I thought you had a bigger one than that.
Who, me or Karen?
You.
I have a Ram 1500, but it's got a 33-gallon tank.
What does yours have, Karen?
Mine's got a 30-gallon tank. It's an Expedition.
All right, never mind. So yeah, you're right. About $100. So okay,
it runs me about 60 to fill it up.
So half a tank. Okay, whatever. Half a tank.
It's just hard. It's hard to believe
when gas goes up to $50 a gallon. Then it ain't going to be worth much.
No,
that $50 you can just stuff it up your ass.
That's when I'll really lose weight because I will start walking.
Yeah. Yep. Our corpses will start walking at that point in time. In Miami, a private school will not employ vaccinated teachers. I repeat, will not employ teachers that are vaccinated.
Nice. Yeah, makes some sense.
Yeah. A private school with 2 campuses in Miami has warned its staff against getting the vaccines, saying it will not employ anybody who's been vaccinated or involved in spreading misinformation about the potential risks of vaccination. Centre Academy, CENTNER, I probably mispronounced that. I don't care. Has campuses and anyway, it told its teachers on Monday. The announcement, which was first reported by the New York Times, left some parents, teachers, and medical experts dumbfounded because it was presented as fact without citing any scientific evidence. Leela Centior, who actually co-founded the school with her husband David, warned that vaccinated persons, quote, may be transmitting something from their bodies, end quote, that could harm others, particularly the reproductive systems, fertility, and normal growth and development in women and children. Yeah. Karen, you've been against the vaccine. Do you agree with that?
So my daughter currently is seeing a fertility specialist. And her very first appointment, the first thing she was asked was if she's had the vaccine. And she said no. And they said, good, don't. It is, I guess, the contents of it have been proven to cause infertility. And that's coming from a specialist on that matter. So that's,
right.
as a private school, I mean, it's. I kind of see it because, like, on an employer side, we don't know what the side effects prolonged use is going to be.
Yeah, but is it going to affect other people?
We don't know. Is it going to cause them to be more sick from
what
other
I'm
things?
saying is, like, is it going to affect someone who didn't get the vaccine?
Like Karen,
being around him
I'm
is not going to
vaccinated.
give me.
Do you think I'm going to go ahead and give you anything except really bad headaches because you're listening to my voice for 2 hours?
I think, honestly, the only thing it's going to do is alter you personally. I don't foresee it coming off on someone else. But we don't know what the effects of this shot is.
Right.
I do know that I've watched scientists, many of them, show like what is actually under a microscope, what's the contents of the vaccine, and there are living organisms and cells in this vaccine that are designated and designed to alter you.
Wait a minute. Am I pregnant?
It's not sperm.
Well, you said living organisms. I mean,
living organisms. I mean, you encounter organisms, live organisms every day.
Okay, so what?
But it's designed to change your DNA, your molecular makeup.
Listen, my DNA.
I thought that the Johnson & Johnson one was different, though. That it was actually developed from the virus rather than.
I don't know
this.
Listen,
DNA.
Number one,
thing.
if it changes my DNA, good. Maybe it'll get rid of my diabetes. Maybe I'll lose weight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll get this thin, muscular body.
I can only think from an employer point of view that maybe they're looking at it as because some scientists have said that some of the molecular makeup of it can trigger, because we all are born with cancer-causing cells that sit dormant, and then some type of trauma or something triggers them, and it's said that this vaccine can trigger those cells to mutate. Well, if that's the case, now you have an employer who has an employee that now is going to have health issues and so on, maybe down the road. So maybe that's the way they're looking at it. It could just be their personal view and opinion, and possibly religious opinion as well.
I'm definitely sure it's a personal view. It's
right,
because they're talking about this. If this person that's been vaccinated is a danger to other people. How are you a danger to other people? But they must believe. They must believe that this vaccine can be spread to other people, like Corona can be spread.
Well, look at the flu. Look at the flu vaccine. What is the flu vaccine? It's you're injecting yourself with the flu.
Yep.
I mean, people have been getting vaccinated for what?
Years.
50, 60 years?
At least.
70 years? I mean, come on.
But see, if they would have come up with the vaccine for this, and it would have been like the flu vaccine, which I don't honestly know what they do with the vaccine, because it doesn't make a difference in the cases and so on. But
no, it doesn't, right?
If that was the whole concept from going all the way back to polio. So if that's what they would have done and not come up with something that's going to change our molecular makeup and how our body reacts to viruses and stuff, I could have possibly have been on board. But now they're coming out and saying this is supposedly, you get this vaccine and you're fine. Now they're saying, we're finding that people that have had it, and it's the closer they get to 6 months, the less of the vaccine is actually in their system.
Right.
So now you're talking about they're not protected anyway. But if colleges can deny students for not getting the vaccine, then I think private schools have the right to deny employing a teacher for getting it.
Well, and I think maybe the reason that they're saying that they think it's going to affect other people is maybe they're not wanting the people who have had the vaccine to influence other people to get it.
That's very true too. So they want everybody to be like-minded in their school, which happens with other aspects in private schools anyway.
Especially in private schools where you're charged $30,000 a year to school your kids. So I'm sure they're taking that $30,000 very seriously.
Yeah. So I just say it's their right to do one way or the other.
Well, yeah. Listen, I get it. It's their right. They can go do whatever they want. It's a private school. They don't have to. I mean, I guess other than just making sure that you're providing a good education to the kids, I don't think they really have any other rules that they have to abide by. It's just really unusual that you would see something like that where you're getting punished for getting the vaccine. So it's kind of weird.
Our country, we're so split right now, man.
Yeah, we're screwed. I mean, come on.
We kind of really are. I mean, really.
That's why I have my opinion, but if someone differs in that opinion, if you want to discuss it, I'll discuss it with you. But if you're just going to have the opposite opinion, I'm fine with that either way. I mean, it's because what you do shouldn't affect me.
Yeah. That's right. And that's kind of like that kind of seems to be what our side, in a sense, is arguing about. It's like, who are you to tell me what is best for me? I know what's best for me. Like,
do you?
If you're concerned, let's just look at it from going to Publix.
Well, I'm just saying, it's like, do we really know what's best for us? We eat so much crap that we may know what's better, but do we really do it?
Well, but that's not for the government to decide.
Exactly.
Agreed.
Yeah,
Agreed.
the thing is, people should be free to do as they wish, and if they screw up their lives, then that's their own problem.
Exactly.
You know, if the government cared, right, they would take fucking soda out of schools, right? They would get away with the
I think they have
90% processed.
They did, and they
feed
put
our
it right
children.
back in.
They would give them more recess time. They're stuck in these fucking buildings all day long. Look, if
they would
cared,
stop cutting out music and art and all of the creative outlets that these kids need.
Care.
No, it's not even the creative outlets, but you're right. They have cut back on PE. They've cut back on a lot of physical education that was around when I was back in. I mean, listen, I got graded for going to phys ed.
Yep.
You know, I had a thing called the Presidential Physical Fitness Challenge or test that we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is that?
Well, the thing is, though, it's been proven over and over again that the arts, that your music, your art, your acting, what drama, whatever arts, kids who are involved in that have higher grades.
Yep.
Do better in school.
They have outlets.
And but they're taking all of that away. And it's
sad.
Whenever there's a budget cut, those are the first things to go.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, there was
Money
a guy.
And
I don't know if I posted it on the show page. I meant to, but there was a scientist, and he said school was originally designed to educate, and we fought for that right for everyone to be able to have equal education, and then it became where we were having a shortage in factory workers. So they designed the schools around having kids sit in this 8-hour, day schedule and listen and do as you're told, and to be tolerable of whatever you're told to do under those circumstances. And we created factory workers that aren't going to talk back. And he goes through the whole social experiment of the whole thing, and it does make sense. It's I know with homeschooling and being able to get out, I know with my own experiences, hell, we had entire elementary grades, you had recess, and you had something similar to it in middle school, but now they cut recess sometimes after kindergarten. Some you get it still in first grade. No, kids, they need to vent, they need to move.
Yeah, you get the hell out of the class.
But Florida doesn't require
some
PE.
more than others.
Like, I don't have to give the kids physical education. I do, but I'm not required to.
Right. You count that as part of their grade?
I include it as far as their classes.
Gotcha.
So.
Lovely. Let's see. How much time we got? 14 minutes. Do we have good news, or do we want to do good news tonight?
I'm
You
sorry.
have a shit ton of memes.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's right. We got memes. Holy shit.
Some of them are really funny, damn it.
Okay, we need to get the memes then. Hold on a second. Let me pull that up. 15. Ooh, damn, 15. And probably some before then, too.
Yeah.
We may need 2 songs for this one. Shit. Let me pull this up. All right, get this over here. What are we going to do? We're going to zoom it. I'm going to zoom it and boom it. That's what I like. So, anyway, 813-699-5353. God, I'm so behind. By the way, again, announcement, there is no show Friday. Friday, I'm going to be in Mouseland. Okay? As a matter of fact, when my day is starting, I'm probably going to watch my chef start to cut up my food.
It was funny because I was at work today. One of the kids was saying something about his birthday coming up on May 3rd, and I'm going, wait a minute, that's my birthday. So I went over and I was talking to him and the RBT that was working with him, and so I had said I was off on Friday for my birthday, and she goes, let me guess, you're going to Disney?
They know you so well.
Yeah, of course. What am I at here?
I'm excited. I'm looking forward to trying new restaurant, to be honest.
I'm actually surprised you haven't been there.
Yeah. I'm super picky, man, when it comes to doing so. I kind of just stick with what I like and what I already know, you know? What?
That's David.
No, I read one of the memes. That's all.
David's the same way, and he's just like in this cycle, and it's like, so we really got to go a different route.
We've been there once.
Yeah, we have.
Do they cook in front of you? Like, do they do that whole chop house thing in front of you?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
It's
fun.
Yeah, the hibachi.
Okay, yeah.
The one.
Hibachi.
Yeah.
We had a hibachi here. What was the name?
How's that going to work with the kids?
Yes.
They're going to sit and eat, hopefully.
Usually it entertains them.
Oh, God, I really hope so.
Well, and
I got my fingers crossed on this one.
That with
all right, let's get to the memes here, and let's not dwell on it. Let's let's go ahead and actually do some funny stuff here. All right, let me get the page. There we go. All right, here's a comic strip with some cartoon characters. What does smoking cigarettes and eating pussy have in common? Girl says what? The flavor changes where you get to the butt. So wrong. Little Yoda with a Starbucks cup of coffee. I swear people be at Starbucks just saying random-ish. Let me get you grande ice mocha, no foams, quad soy hexagon vortex.
I agree.
When you say I'm going to the toilet, you hear family meeting assemble in the bathroom now.
That's my house.
Let's see. I wonder if there's a margarita somewhere thinking about me too. Didn't I do this?
Friday.
Yeah, exactly. Margaritas in Mexico.
Has your name
Don't you dare fucking fuck. Really? You bastard. Suck my donuts. Really? Pillsbury Doughboy saying suck my donuts.
I loved it.
If you fuck up and unfuck your fuck up, ain't nobody seen the fuckery. Did you even fuck up at all? God.
Very good question.
That is a really... I don't even know the question. I will fuck you so good, the afterwards you would sit on the TV and watch the couch. Here's a little piggy there. Before I torture myself with all the exercise and eating healthy shit, does anybody like me chubby?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
It's a valid question.
It is. Instead of calling me a snack, call me a candle. I'm fire, I smell good, and I'll burn this whole motherfucker down if you play with me. Here's a random tweet. Second vaccine shot is in. Now, if I remember right, I'm supposed to go up and punch the biggest person in line to establish dominance. Guy's working on his F-150, and there's a big porta potty, and he's underneath it like a car.
A piece of shit.
Yeah, it's a piece of shit.
That was supposed to be a slam on David. He's not here.
Yeah, I know. It's on me. I get it. A deli owner got so tired of rude customers, so he put a genius sign to teach them a lesson, and it worked instantly. Coca-Cola, small coffee, $5. Small coffee, please, $3. Hello, one small coffee, please, $1.75. Here's the Statue of Liberty stepping off her stage. Don't know. He says, "What the hell? Where you going?" Don't know. Maybe Florida. I still love freedom.
Stay in New York.
Yeah. There's a picture of an old charger. The white charger I want, the white charger I have, which looks like a freaking phone charger. Yeah, that's me. Except I don't want that charger. Hello. I got tired of waiting for the pink moon, so I got drunk and put a slice of bologna on the window. The fuck?
Well, we had the first two supermoons the other night, so that was priceless.
Fuck, it's gonna freeze again.
And I was trying to get the stupid. I got the moon, but I didn't get it while it was pink. It was like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. The fuck is this thing doing?
Kelsey actually asked me. She's like, "Can you set an alarm so we can get up and see it?" Hell no.
The devil whispered me, "I'm coming for you." I whispered back, "Bring pizza." Gecko's on there with blonde hair, look like Trump. We could save 20 to 40 or more on everything by switching back to Trump. Wow. I'm in favor of a law that requires all telemarketers to wear shock collars that can be activated by pressing the pound key.
Yes.
Nice. Listen, I used to be a former telemarketer. I agree with that.
I will sign the bill. Give me the petition.
I called my job from jail to tell them I wasn't coming in. The fuckers bailed me out and made me come back to work. There's a random tweet. So I'm single right now that I stood on a cliff and shouted, "I love you." And my echo replied, "I just want to be friends."
That reminds me of the Grinch.
Yeah.
You're an
Here's the
idiot.
Tasmanian devil grabbing his crotch with the middle finger. Tickle this homo. And there's your memes. Oh my God. Here's your memes for today, Wednesday, April 28, 2021.
I'm actually making a car decal out of that one.
This year's, yeah, it should. That's pretty cool. This year's going by so fast. And yet, not
fast enough.
No, it's not fast enough. Not fast enough, anyway. 53 after. We got a couple other stories here.
I mean, do you want it to go by faster?
No.
Why do you
I
say
don't
not
know.
fast enough?
You know what? I kind of do and I kind of don't. I kind of do because it's like I get more vacation time on January 1st. And then I kind of don't because it's like, no, I kind of do. Never mind. I don't have any reason why I want it to go slower.
To enjoy it?
No, to enjoy what?
Moments.
Okay, listen. When I'm at Disney, time can stand still.
Your family.
Yeah.
Well,
your friend.
Listen, today would be one of the days I wish it can go faster. That's what I'm just saying that.
We all have those days.
Yes, those days I want to go faster.
Yesterday, I wanted to go faster, too, because it's just...
Yesterday, you forgot your phone. Okay, we have a routine here. So, Alyssa, when she gets off work around 6:30. I'm off at 6:15, so I'm already off preparing dinner or dealing with Stefan. So she calls every time at 6, well, when she gets out, which is around 6:40, 6:45, because she has cleanup to do. I didn't get a call yesterday, and I'm thinking, and I'm waiting for her because, I'm going to cook something quick. It was going to be hot dogs, so it's like, that doesn't take very long. Warm up the foreman and boom. But, so I didn't get a call. So I'm waiting, and like 6:53, I'm thinking, what's going on? I called her. And I hear the Whole New World song, which is my ringtone right there on the couch. I'm thinking, yeah, she forgot her phone.
But all day, you didn't even notice.
You know what? All day I didn't. You're right. Because I was in here working.
You didn't come out there at all, though, for any breaks or anything?
I did, but apparently the times you got called and messaged and everything like that, because apparently your ringer was on. Yep. But I just didn't, they didn't call at that time. I'm sorry, I'm too busy yelling at customers who are yelling at me.
Well, anyway,
I don't need that torture.
I didn't have my phone at work.
Probably felt good.
No,
it didn't. It was hell.
No, because I require my phone at work.
Oh.
Must have phone.
Then, yeah, that would suck.
Well, I need it.
For what?
So, I need it to log into the program that we use to take data.
Yeah.
I also need it for timers for the kids, for when they've earned playtime and stuff like that. I have to set a timer.
Jimmy, you're an Apple person, right? You have iPads, right? Is any of this that she's talking about available on an iPad?
Yes, and I do use the timers on the iPads.
What about the other stuff?
But the two-factor login on my program, I needed the phone because it was already on my phone.
Okay. So that was one thing. which apparently was a big thing.
Which I do use the timers on the iPad for other stuff, but for some stuff I use it on my phone.
Yep. Yeah, she's stuck with an iPad, which makes her very unhappy because, it's Apple.
It's Apple.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of family...
And it has a worm in it.
We got grandbaby number 10 last week.
What?
Yep. David's youngest stepson had, him and his girlfriend had a little boy, Levi Westley.
You named the kid Levi?
Levi Westley.
She didn't name the kid.
I didn't name it.
Who named the kid Levi?
Apparently the parents, I'm assuming.
Go!
But...
Why would you name a kid after a pair of jeans? I don't get that.
That's my second grandson that has the name Levi.
You on drugs? I mean, just...
I have an older one that's named Levi as
They
well.
couldn't come up with like Tom or Albert or Henry.
Wrangler.
I've heard
Strauss.
of people named Denim.
Or
so,
Shinsuke.
That's just as bad.
Shinsuke would be great.
Shathiad is the best.
Shasiad?
Shathiad. It's spelled shithead.
Shithead.
I've seen that before. Yeah.
My English teacher's best friend had that on her kindergarten roster one year.
Shathiad.
I actually had come across a list of like really horrible baby names. One of them was ABCDEFG.
Even worse than that one? How do you pronounce that?
I don't know. But that was how it was spelled.
What? Just say alphabet.
Yeah. Hey, letter girl, come here.
I don't remember whether it was a girl or a boy. I think it was a unisex name.
Well, you know what? That's what everybody's going because nobody wants to go ahead and identify gender. So let's go ahead and just give them a neutral name.
Just call everybody Ashley.
Maybe that's where Word Girl came from.
Oh my God.
Ashley 1, Ashley 2,
Ashley 3.
I think thing 1, thing 2. That one's the best.
There you go.
And make sure you get the shirt too.
Yes.
All right, guys. That is going to do it, everybody, here for the show. And yes, you're going to hear the theme song now because we're just going right through the mic. Again, no show Friday. Coming right back here 7 days from today. Same time, 7 p.m. Make sure you tune in. And guys, have a great weekend. Jim, again, thank you very much for being a part of the show. It's always a pleasure to have you on. And I will see you at Epcot on Friday.
See y'all later.
All right, take care, man. See ya.
Later.
All right, we're out of here, folks. Take care. Have a great weekend.
Yeah, it's true, been there before. But now the sun don't hurt me. It blinded me permanently. My world is black. I can see a speck of light.